Hi, I'm Leah.
And I'm Davita, and you're listening to
Let's chat. Hey, mommy.
Hey, Leah.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good. So today we're going to be talking about school.
School?
Yes, school.
Okay, what about it?
Why I don't like it.
Oh,
I do not like school.
why don't you like school?
We're going to get into that this episode.
Okay.
We also have a special guest,
Oh, I like guests.
Yes.
Who's our guest?
my twin brother, Myles.
My baby Myles.
Yes. Okay, fun. So let's call Myles.
Okay. Ring.
Hi.
Hi, Myles.
Hi, Myles.
Leah, I don't quite agree with that.
Anyway. So, Myles, today we're going to be talking about school, right?
Yep.
So, let me get your opinion on school. What do you think about it? Like the teachers, the work, what do you think about it?
I hate it.
Why?
Not all of it, but I hate it.
What do you hate about it?
Well, one thing could be the people there because some
Mhm.
people are toxic, some people are quiet, some people are annoying, some people are just downright stupid.
Oh, okay.
What you talking about?
That's it.
When you say
Teachers
some
can-
people, who are you referring to?
Yeah, like
The
teachers,
community in
students.
general. Teachers, students, anybody.
Okay.
Wow.
So, since we're only in middle school, this is our first year in middle school, and we have a lot to say about it. I think mainly it's because we're still in the pandemic, and we have to do like hybrid, remote, and that whole thing is making it kind of hard. So, Miles, what do you think about that? Like hybrid,
Remote makes it all easier. You can
Yes.
stay home and stay safe at the same time
Mm-hmm.
because I see being hybrid and going to the building as a risk
Mm-hmm.
because over the past couple of months, people have been getting cases in the school left, right, and center.
Yeah.
So I feel kind of uncomfortable being there,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the fact that I'm wearing a mask all day
Yeah.
whenever I'm in the building, so
Okay.
or just outside in general.
So, personally, I don't like school because I don't like the work. I do not like doing anything. I'd rather just sit down, go to sleep, colored, watch TV, all that fun stuff instead
I'd
of
rather
doing
just
work.
know all the basic fundamentals that I'm going to need to know in life
Mm-hmm.
and just then go about my life. Like
Yeah.
normal life things, taxes, things that you're
Not
going to need as
taxes.
an adult, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah. So,
that kind of stuff.
Mommy, what were you going to say?
So I was just curious. I was going to ask, what are the things that you feel like you need to know in order to succeed in life?
Something that I feel like I'm going to need to know is basic math, like
Yeah.
adding, subtracting, division, multiplication, that kind of stuff. Decimals, you know. It's like, say, if you're working in retail, then you're going to need how to know how to count money and stuff,
Yeah.
or on finance or something.
Yeah. So, for example of that, like in math right now, we are learning how to like do percents and discounts. And those are like real world things because it's like, oh, you got like a 25% off coupon and you have to do the math to calculate how much money you're actually paying and how much money you're saving.
Mhm.
So that's one thing that like we're really learning that I'm really paying attention to. All the other stuff like fractions, I hate fractions.
Well, you need fractions. You
I
love
hate
to
fractions.
bake. So
yeah,
when
but
you're
I have the internet for that.
yeah, but what if the internet goes down? What if there's no Wi-Fi?
Then
what
I
if
don't
there's
bake.
What you talking about?
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I just don't do anything if the Wi-Fi is down. But yeah, another thing is I feel like with the whole remote setup and like how teachers have students on their device and they have some students in the classroom, I feel like they pay more attention to the students in the classroom
Mhm.
because that's what they're used to.
Mhm.
And for the remote kids, we're kind of just like sitting there like, okay,
Yeah,
I'm done.
yeah. A lot of remote kids are very quiet and just don't do anything. They're usually just like either distracted, doing what they're doing by themselves, or doing the right thing, but still being quiet either way. Like me, I hate answering questions, but I have to in order to get
Yeah.
participation points to to get my grade up.
Yeah.
But I hate it. I hate talking to people. It's so annoying.
What you talking about?
Sure. Sure. So, yeah, personally, I don't like school. I don't like the whole, you know, going, the, like, every Sunday, I'm like, I don't want to go to school tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to
Yeah.
go. And it's not like I want to say I hate school, but I do at the same time. Like, it makes me so unmotivated. And it's like, oh, I have to get this done. If you would see me in like my middle periods, I'm like going crazy trying to get all my homework done so I can chill at the end of the
So
day.
am I.
And it's
I,
just
af-
like, it's very stressful.
After or during most of my breaks during the middle of the day, I really just need to punch something
Oh,
or just scream or something. I'm the anger from me having to see my math teacher
oh,
first thing in the morning makes me so mad.
that's the other thing.
I just don't want
Schedules.
to do it. I just do not want to do it.
What you talking about?
Schedules are kind of crazy because, Miles, don't you have math like second period?
Yeah.
Like, I have to wake up.
On day one, I have math second period. And then on day two, I have gym first period, which kind of helps wake me up a little bit, not going to lie. But I have math just then. So then I'm working on something that I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm asking questions willy nilly. Um, but then on day two, I have math first and second period.
Oh, dang. So, yeah, fun
And
things.
I hate it.
Fun things. Mommy, what do you remember about school? Like, do you remember any of the work?
I mean, you're talking like where you guys are, you're talking maybe 30 plus years ago. So, no, I don't necessarily remember the specifics of school and how I felt during those times. But again, like you mentioned in the beginning, we are in the midst of a pandemic. So, school for me, seventh grade for me was a completely different experience than it is for you guys right now. So, no, I did not like my math teacher. I did not like math at all. But what I did find joy in was the process of going to school.
Yeah.
So I had to take a New York City bus to get to school, waking up, having a schedule, knowing where I need to be. I enjoyed changing classes, getting to meet new people because I didn't go to the same school as many of my elementary school classmates. So I got to meet new people. So I enjoyed that part of school. But thinking back, I loved English class. That was like my favorite class because I love to read. So I love to read and write. So that was exciting and fun for me. English, social studies I enjoy. But yeah, I science was cool.
Science.
We used to do the experiments and all of that stuff. So that was fun. But I understand how you guys feel about school. I think that you all are at a disadvantage again back to the pandemic. That has definitely made things more difficult because I feel like you didn't get the full experience of the sixth grade.
Yeah.
I feel like you didn't learn everything that you were supposed to learn in the sixth grade to properly prepare you for the seventh grade. I think that from March through to September of 2020 was really haphazard. I don't feel like the school system did what they were supposed to do in order to prepare you guys for the seventh grade. And then going into the seventh grade and not being able to change, you guys change classes, but not being able to have the lockers and not, having full days. So things feel abnormal, whereas you would have had an opportunity to really get excited about going to school and engaged and being involved in the different activities, which balances out the educational part. I feel like the extracurricular things really balance out the educational part so that it's like, okay, I hate math, but I know that, there's a football game or there's a basketball game or there's something extracurricular that I can get excited about. So I feel like you all are at a disadvantage. But what I do want to say to you guys is one that I am proud of you for doing everything that you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. Because if you didn't, I would be really upset.
Yeah.
I'm excited that you, although you don't like it, you're still learning. I'm happy that we have opportunity to have you guys be remote, where you don't have to be hybrid and be uncomfortable about going to school, like Miles mentioned. I also believe that because you are 12 years old, things change.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be like this always.
Yes.
And who knows, by the time you're in the 11th grade, your attitudes towards school might be completely different. And you might be excited to go on to college, excited to go on and pursue your master's or doctorate's degrees. So I just want to encourage you to not be so salty right now
Yes.
and to try to find the positives, Miles. Try to find the positives, Leah.
Sure. Bye. Yeah. So thanks for being here, Miles. It's
No
fun
problem.
chatting with you and ranting.
This show will be called the Miles and Leah School Rant.
Yes. And yeah, see you when we get home.
Okay, bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Miles.
Okay, before we end, I just wanted to discuss one more topic. What are your thoughts on private and public schools?
So I believe I'm a public school graduate, public from K to 12. I don't really have any insight into private school except that it costs money.
Yeah.
Beyond that, I really don't have any in-depth information. I do know that with private schools, the parents have more say about the curriculum. They can get more involved as opposed to, public schools where we're given the curriculum that we're supposed to have for school and, to meet the different criteria. I think that oftentimes private schools do have more opportunity than public schools, and I wish that that was different, which is why I believe they brought up the whole charter school, where it's not run by the state but it's run by different organizations. So it can get really tricky, because there are so many different private schools and the charter schools and then the public schools. So I really don't have an educated opinion of private schools because I never researched them, to really give you an accurate answer.
Okay. So that's all I wanted to
What are your thoughts about
discover.
private and public?
I think it's kind of, off and like iffy how like some schools have the like I don't know. It's like the other night we are talking about how some schools do offer like business classes and like home classes and like how to pay taxes, how to like make investments and that type of thing, and how it's mainly like private schools are schools that have to pay money for, and how public schools, which are like the students who need it the most, don't get it. So that's just my whole thing about it.
Yeah, I think that there are definitely disparities in this country when it comes to people who have wealth and those who do not. And those disparities is not only color, or ethnic background, but it's classism. It's about what class you're in. If you're middle class, you're upper class, you're low income family, unfortunately you get the short end of the stick. But I do not believe that should dissuade you from doing the best that you can do with what you have. I think that we still have things because we are in America that can help us to reach our goals and to reach, the heights of education that we desire to be. So I think as a parent, it's my responsibility to make sure that you're getting everything that you need, whether it's because you go to a public school, whether it's doing extracurricular things to help you with those desires that you have of learning about taxes and learning about different things. Dad and I have no problem sitting y'all down with the bills and say, hey, look, this is what it is.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay. Fun.
Yeah. Well,
Not really.
not really. It's all back to I don't want to grow
Yeah,
up.
like I want to stay 12 forever.
But then you would hate school forever.
Exactly.
You gotta
Like,
grow up, Leah.
why is it like this? Anyway, yeah.
It's called life. Welcome to life.
Well, yeah.
Thank the people for listening.
Thank you for listening. If you want to reach out to us or give us another topic to talk about, you can reach us on our Instagram.
I know you're not pointing at me to say the handles.
You can reach us on our Instagram at Let's Chat _podcast. On Twitter, it's Let's Chat _podcast. And on Gmail, it's Let's Chat.podcastwith@gmail.com.
Yep. Good job, Leah. Leading the show today. You and your crazy twin.
Yes.
Thanks so much for listening.
Bye.
Bye-bye.